Hey everybody, how you doing? Welcome to the week of February 12th, Wayne Community College in our business department. My name is Dr. Ryan Bradshaw, and I just want to welcome you to this week and spend a little bit of time going over a few things with you. So first off, I just want to do a brief recap of what you guys have due coming up in this week and the next few weeks. So I'm going to take the next just few minutes to look over your course schedules. And this is for all my classes, so you may think, why is he going over all these classes that I might not be in? Well, this video is designed to service all my students. So if you're in one of my classes, you will have some pertinent information. So that being said, for my seated business law students, you know who you are, taking a look at the course schedule, we are finally back into a normal schedule after the inclement weather. And I am pulling up this calendar right here. And we're into February firmly. And so the week of the 12th right here, we do have a test coming up on our lectures from chapters 8, 9, and 10, which we completed last week. So this week we'll be lecturing on chapters 11, and I'll probably can get done with chapter 11. I don't know. We'll see. We may finish early and again dip into chapter 12 and be a little ahead for next week. But if not, that's okay. You know, we do like to try to get ahead if we can. Gives us a little more flexibility throughout the semester. But go ahead and start preparing for that test. Remember what we talked about with note cards and study. So chapters 8, 9, and 10, test number 3, will be on Wednesday the 14th. Valentine's Day. That's showing you the love right there. But a little bit of preparation, a little bit of study goes a long way. So go ahead and start working on that. The seated business principles of management students, the business 137, taking a look at that calendar. I believe we're on chapter 6. And taking a look, let's slide it over here. Yes, so the week of February 12th, we are on chapter 6, and we'll begin lecturing on that tomorrow. I will be out of the office tomorrow. I'm going to a conference at Elon University. I've got some pre-work. I've got to do some homework. I've got to do some reading. But I'm going to a conference on education for democracy, and it's promoting civil discourse and problem solving through deliberative pedagogy. And basically, what that means in a nutshell is an emphasis they want us to have in our teaching is to start talking about ways in which students can get involved with our community. And you have to be community minded because if we have more and more people that are community minded and focusing on improving our area, and not just our area, but if every community had students focused on improving the community, it would just do tremendous things for our country overall. So we're studying about that at the conference tomorrow. And so in lieu of me being in class for the lecture on chapter 6, you guys are going to be watching the first part of The Founder about the beginning of McDonald's. And there's a lot of themes in this movie we'll talk about, ethics being a big one, but also management. There's some management issues that pop up. Basically, how to organize a business planning. There's just a ton of different gems that are in there for a business student to latch onto and study. So we'll begin this conversation and talk about the movie, and we'll pick a day to finish the movie probably next week. So, all right. So for our other classes, I've got Business 114, which is Business Law 1, or 115 online. And so looking at that course schedule and checking out in February, let's see. All right, let's take a look at this calendar, where we're at. So February 12th, you guys are on the exact same calendar now as the seated version is. So you guys are going to have your test scheduled for tomorrow, the 13th. And then Chapter 11 work will be due on the 16th. And so just keep that in mind. And also to my online business law students, you are welcome to show up at the lecture that's held Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 10 o'clock in Spruce 208. So that's Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Spruce 208. If you are an online student and want to participate in that, we are now duplicating the schedule that is that is your schedule. So they're mirror schedules. So if you wanted to come and just hear the lecture and participate, take some notes, I guarantee that participation would improve your performance just by having more exposure to the course material and the content. Okay, so moving right along. Our next course, Small Business Management. All right, so this week looking at the course calendar, course schedule. All right, last week was on the Mark Cuban podcast. Hope you guys enjoyed that. It's really good content just to hear about how he got his start. So this week is all about creating a product or service assignments. And I will send out a supplemental video talking about this. But in brief, you want to take your business idea and really refine it to what is your core product and or service. It's easy to get sidetracked and go into a bunch of different directions, so we'll send out a supplemental video talking about that assignment. All right, and last two courses, one of them is business ethics. These last two courses are my 8-week courses, and you guys only have 2 weeks left, so you guys are in the short roads, but you still have quite a bit of work to complete, so don't hang up the towel just yet. All right, so taking a look here, we are in, like I said, February 12th. You've got chapters 10 and 11 due on Tuesday and Friday, then 12 due next week on the 20th, and the final exam being due by next Friday, the 23rd. So make sure that you're vigilant and on top of those assignments because you don't want to miss points by missing assignments this late in the game. And if you have any questions about anything, let me know. And then the last course is that 137, Principles of Management in an 8-week format online. Take a look at this real quick. All right. So your last few weeks, you do still have some work to complete. You've got your Chapter 12 assignment due today and your test number 3 due today, which is on chapters 9 through 12. Then Wednesday is Chapter 13. Friday is Chapter 14. Next week, Monday the 19th, you have Chapter 15. Next Wednesday, the 21st, Chapter 16. And then the final exams due by next Friday, the 23rd also. So you just have to be very mindful of these next few weeks. I know these 8-week courses have a lot of appeal because they are 8 weeks, but you're cramming all the course content into that short period of time, and it is quite a busy schedule. For those of you that have not taken 8-week courses, you can see just the degree of difference in those schedules. All right, so that brings a conclusion to discussing this week's work and next week. Other notes, let's see. What else do I have? Notes and or recommendations. Let's see. Come here. All right, breaking out the schedule book. By the way, you all should have a schedule book, and it just makes life a little bit, I'm going to say a lot easier. Makes it a lot easier when you have some type of cognizance about what's coming up and awareness of what your schedule is. And just wanted to bring to your attention a few dates. All right, so let's see. We do have a Spring 2 registration date coming up on the 27th. That is from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. That's if you did want to take a Spring 2 class, that's coming up. So March is coming up very quickly. And on March 1st, a Thursday, Spring 2 classes Spring 2 classes begin. And then, hang on a second, is that correct? Spring 1 classes end officially on the 1st, and then Spring 2 classes begin on March 5th, Monday. Also, March 2nd is a Friday, and that day is a spring break day for faculty and students. So if you're a seated student on campus, no classes for that Friday the 2nd. Just keep that in mind. And for the time being, that's a lot of the upcoming events. Let's see, St. Patrick's Day this year is on a Saturday, the 17th. But aside from that, there's not a whole lot of other notes as far as dates are concerned until we get to April and spring break there. But all right, so aside from that, I don't have a whole lot more, but I would encourage you to watch the Olympics. I've talked to my seated students about it. A lot of them are kind of not interested, but it really is interesting to me to see athletes who train their whole life to have these moments of excellence. So imagine you train for 10, 15, 20 years just to have that 60 seconds or 5 minute performance, and that you put everything building to this one moment. It's really, really remarkable to see these people go out and compete. And it also, aside from that, you kind of can put everything in the world on pause as far as the political landscape, the problems that we have between countries and things like that. And everybody comes together to celebrate human excellence. So it's really a good thing, and I would encourage you to watch it. Just a little bit, you don't have to watch a lot of it. Just watch and see these people do great things. It's really fascinating to see what humanity's capable of when we focus on doing excellent things. So, all right, guys, I appreciate you listening, and I appreciate you as my students. If there's anything that I could do to help you be more successful, don't hesitate to reach out to me. I'm just an email away. It's the best way to get up with me. krbradshaw@waynescc.edu. And like I said, I'm always concerned about your success and want you to do well. So anything I can do to help make that better, just let me know. You guys have a great week, and I will talk to you again soon. All right, guys. Till next time.